Now, another thing that's going on is that the government's policies are choking off supply. So what do I mean by that? Well, he's paying people to be unemployed. Right now, people can earn more money being unemployed than getting a job. So of course, I'm going to just take a nice vacation, and when my unemployment benefits run out, then I'll go get a job. But what that means is we now have a shortage of staff. We have more jobs available in the United States than people to fill them because people prefer to be unemployed. They get paid more. So restaurants, the economy would rebound much quicker if there was no unemployment benefits, because people will go get jobs in the service industries, restaurants, tourism, et cetera, et cetera. Those businesses are crying for staff and they can't fill it. So the economy's not growing as fast as it could. Another way, Joe Biden did an executive order to stop all fracking and drilling on federal land. Now, you got to realize that federal land is land owned by the federal government is a huge amount of land, particularly in the western states. I have an office in Las Vegas, and in Nevada, something like 90%, over 90% of the land in Nevada is owned by the federal government. But for example, eastern New Mexico is a big oil producing area. Not anymore, all gone. Alaska, no more. Texas is still mainly privately owned, so there'll still be drilling and oil production in the state of Texas, but many other places that's not going to be the case, okay? So what's happening then is that means we have higher energy prices. Gasoline in the United States is now 50% higher than it was in January because of these policies. So that's inflation. When you pay people to be unemployed, that means that companies have to pay more for their labor. That's called inflation. So choking off supply is not helping the economy. Greater regulations, we're just starting to see those. That also chokes off supply, causes inflation. $15 minimum wage. They won't get that through Congress, but the president has already made it so that all people who work for the federal government or who supply the federal government have to have a $15 minimum wage. So what that means is only big companies will supply the federal government. Small companies can't afford $15, so they're not going to supply anymore. So there'll be more unemployment because of this rule. And it also means, of course, inflation. It means more federal government borrowing, etc. Once again, choking off supply, causing inflation.